On this planet, there are places that defy explanation, locations that have confounded scientists for generations, places where the evidence is real, but the answers remain hidden. These are 5 of them. Earth is 4.5 billion years old. We have mapped its surface from space, drilled into its crust, and sent cameras into its deepest trenches. And yet, there are phenomena right here, on our own world, that science still cannot fully explain. No myths, no legends, just hard, unresolved questions. Place number 1, Devil's Kettle, Minnesota. In the northeastern tip of Minnesota, inside Judge C.R. Magny State Park, the Brule River does something that shouldn't be possible. The river splits in 2. The eastern branch flows normally over a waterfall. The western branch disappears. It plunges into a hole in the rock, a geological formation called a pothole, and simply vanishes. Scientists have tried for decades to find where the water goes. They've poured in dye, they've released ping-pong balls, they've lowered cameras. Nothing has ever come out the other side. No dye appeared in Lake Superior. No balls were ever found. As of 2016, geologists began suggesting the water might be feeding a subsurface stream, but they still have not proven it. The kettle remains, officially, unexplained. Place number 2, the Sailing Stones of Death Valley. Death Valley, California, one of the hottest, driest, and most inhospitable places on Earth. And yet, something moves here. In a remote dry lakebed called Racetrack Playa, massive stones, some weighing hundreds of kilograms, slide across the cracked earth on their own. They leave behind trails, long, curving, parallel grooves in the mud. For nearly a century, no one witnessed it happen. The rocks simply moved. In 2014, researchers finally captured the phenomenon on camera. The answer? Under rare conditions, a thin layer of ice forms on the playa overnight. When the sun rises, the ice breaks into panels. Wind pushes those panels, and the stones resting on them slowly across the slippery mud. The process is so rare, so specific, that it took over 80 years to document. But here's the puzzle. Not all the stones follow the same path, even when placed side by side. The physics still don't fully account for every movement recorded. Place number 3, the Nazca Lines, Peru. High on the Nazca Plateau in southern Peru, etched into the red desert floor, are figures so large they can only be fully seen from the air. Lines stretching for miles. A hummingbird, a spider, a condor, a monkey with a spiral tail. The Nazca people created these geoglyphs between 500 BCE and 500 CE by removing the reddish surface stones to reveal the lighter earth beneath. That much we know. What we don't know is why. There is no single theory scientists have agreed upon. Some suggest they were ceremonial walkways, meant to be walked, not viewed. Others propose they aligned with astronomical events. Others believe they were connected to water sources and rituals for rainfall. What makes this especially puzzling is the precision. These lines are almost perfectly straight over miles of uneven terrain, achieved without any aerial vantage point, without GPS, without modern tools. To this day, no one has fully explained how they were drawn with such accuracy or what their ultimate purpose truly was. Place number 4, the Richat Structure, Mauritania. In the middle of the Sahara Desert in Mauritania, there is a formation visible from space. A circular bullseye, 25 miles across, made of ancient rings of rock, sitting alone on the desert floor. Scientists call it the Richat Structure. It was first thought to be an impact crater, the scar left by a meteor strike. But studies of the rock showed no evidence of the intense heat or pressure that meteor impacts produce. The current scientific consensus is that it formed through geological uplift and erosion. Rock pushed upward over millions of years, then slowly worn down by wind and water into its distinctive shape. But this explanation raises questions. Why is it so perfectly circular? Why so geometrically symmetrical? The precision seems almost too exact for a natural erosion process. Researchers continue to study it, and the Sahara, as always, gives nothing away. Place number 5, the deep ocean. We have mapped more of the surface of Mars than we have of our own ocean floor. Less than 25% of Earth's deep seafloor has been mapped in high resolution. What lives in the remaining 75%? We don't know. In 1997, NOAA recorded an ultra-low frequency underwater sound so loud it was detected by sensors over 5,000 kilometers apart. They called it the bloop. For years, it had no identified source. It was eventually attributed to ice quakes, the fracturing of large icebergs. But other sounds remain unexplained, and below the seafloor itself, in what scientists call the deep biosphere, microbial organisms survive in conditions once thought impossible. We are not alone on this planet. We just haven't met everyone yet. These places, a disappearing waterfall, moving stones, desert art seen only from above, a perfect ring in the Sahara, and an ocean full of unknowns, remind us that Earth is still revealing itself. Every year, science adds a piece to the puzzle, but the puzzle is still far from complete. And that is exactly why exploration matters. This is Midnight Missions. Subscribe for more mysteries hiding in our world.